All of you. So today would like to deal with the pre-fertilization structures and events.
5 minutes.
So in which yesterday we studied structure of microsporangium. Actually, the three topics in this pre-fertilization structure and events. One is stamen, second one microsporangium, third one pollen grain. So in our previous classes we learned stamen, microsporangium. Now today we are going to discuss about microspore or pollen grain. Microspore or pollen grain. Yes. Sir, what is microspore or what is pollen grain? Yesterday we learned microsporangium, that is. So microsporangium is covered or surrounded by the four wall layers. One is one is epidermis, second one endothecium, third one is middle layers, fourth one tapetum. This will be discussed in our previous class. Now today we are going to discuss about the pollen grain. Yes, you know about the microsporangium. Before going to discussing about the pollen grain, we need a knowledge about the microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis. So what is the meaning of microsporogenesis? Microsporogenesis means this is the microsporangium. Yes, this is microsporangium. Within a microsporangium, like these structures are there, you observed. This is very easy one also. Now, what is this structures means? Yes, this is a tissue cell. This is a tissue. Yes, what is this tissue? You observe. This tissue is called as sporogenous tissue. Sporogenous tissue. Sporogenous tissue. Sporogenous tissue.
Mic it ఉంది.
అది ముందుకు లాగండి సార్ అదే
देख सर देख
ఇది మైక్.
ओके कुछ
ఏం చేయాలి?
right. Microsporogenesis. So microsporogenesis means very simple. This is a microsporangium. Within a microsporangium, sporogenous tissue is there. This sporogenous tissue is a diploid condition. Means this is the ploidy. Ploidy. What is the ploidy of sporogenous tissue? Means this is diploid. Means, for example, haploid is there, only N. For example, 3 is there, triploid. 4 is there, tetraploid. 5 is there, pentaploid. Like that, that is the ploidy. You take this is a sporogenous tissue. What is the ploidy of sporogenous tissue? This is 2N. Sporogenous tissue undergo mitosis.
ఫస్ట్ నుంచి
Mitosis means, you know, studied in our lower classes, I hope in 10th class, cell division. That is mitosis and meiosis. Mitosis means equal division. Meiosis means reduction division. It will be discussed in further classes. Yes. Sporogenous tissue undergo mitosis and formation of microspore mother cell. Microspore mother cell. So, within a microsporangium, sporogenous tissue is there. This sporogenous tissue undergo mitosis, equal division, formation of microspore mother cell. Yes, this microspore mother cell means this is a microspore mother cell. This is a microspore mother cell. This microspore, for example, here, this is a microspore mother cell. This is simply speaking as MMC, microspore mother cell. This microspore mother cell undergo meiosis. Meiosis 1. Formation of here the two cells. Here one is two microspores. Here this is microspore tetrad. Microspore dyad. Dyad means two. This is a microspore mother cell. Within a microspore mother cell, this is the nucleus. This nucleus is undergo meiosis 1. Meiosis 1. So this nucleus is divided into two nucleuses here. This is the cell here. You observe meiosis 1 is completed. Formation of 2 here, that is microspore dyad. 2 microspores here. This is microspore dyad. And coming to another one is meiosis 2. Meiosis 2. After the completion of meiosis 2, formation of 4 microspores. 4 microspores. You observe they are the 4 microspores. This is microspore tetrad. Microspore tetrad. Sir, this is microspore dyad, sir. Microspore dyad. This is microspore tetrad. This is the microspore mother cell. Microspore mother, within a microspore mother cell, this nucleus is undergo meiosis 1 that produce two nucleuses. Here this is which one, sir? Microspore dyad. And these two nucleuses again divided, undergo, this is meiosis 2. Here formation of 4, here 4 microspores. That's why this is microspore tetrad. Tetrad means 4. Tetrad means 4. Means this is having 4 haploid, means N condition. Haploid microspore. Haploid microspore. After that, the 4 microspores are separated. 4 microspores are separated. Yes, they are the 4 microspores. Microspores. So what is our today's topic? Pollen grain or microspore? Pollen grain or microspore? Before going to discuss about this microspore or pollen grain, we need knowledge about the microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis means formation of microspores. Formation of microspores. From which one, sir? From which one? Microspore mother cell. Microspore mother cell. Formation of microspores from microspore mother cell through which process? Through meiosis is called microsporogenesis. Note down the definition. What is microsporogenesis? Means formation of microspores from microspore mother cell, microspore mother cell through meiosis. Meiosis is the reduction division. So meiosis is called microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis. This is the definition of microsporogenesis. Very simple, sir. Microsporogenesis means formation of microspores. Formation of microspores from which cells are? Microspore mother cell. Through which process? Meiosis 1. Meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So formation of microspores from microspore mother cell through meiosis is called microsporogenesis. Meiosis 1 and meiosis 2 both are one only. Total meiosis. Meiosis is divided into meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. Meiosis, after meiosis 1, here the two cells. After the meiosis, 4 here you observed. So you observe that is microsporogenesis. Once again I repeat, microsporogenesis. This is the microsporangium. Within a microsporangium, this is sporogenous tissue. The ploidy of the sporogenous tissue is the 2N. This sporogenous tissue undergo mitosis and formation of microspore mother cell. This microspore mother cell, this is containing single nuclei. This is undergo meiosis 1. Meiosis 1 jarugutundi. So formation of 2 nuclei divided as a 2 cells here, that is microspore dyad. This is undergo meiosis 2 again. Here formation of 4 microspores, that's why microspore tetrad. This tetrad ploidy is N, sir. N. So each one is 1 microspore or pollen grain. So total 4 haploid microspores. 4 haploid microspores. That's why this is microspore tetrad. Finally concluded microsporogenesis means what is the final product, sir? Microspores are the final products. So microspores are formation of microspores from which cell? Microspore mother cell through a process of meiosis is called microsporogenesis. This is about microsporogenesis. Next, going to which one, sir? Yes, pollen grain or microspore or pollen grain. This is, each one is 1 microspore or pollen grain. What is the structure of this pollen grain means? This is the structure of pollen grain. I hope you understood this microsporogenesis. And the next, coming to what is the pollen grain and what is their structure? What is their structure? Yes, what is their structure? Listen very carefully here. You observe. What is that? That is pollen grain. Pollen grain represents as male gametophyte. Male gametophyte. Pollen grain or microspores are found here, sir. This is the structure of microspore or pollen grain. Before going to discuss about the structure, we need some importance of this pollen grain. That pollen grain represent as male gametophyte. And other one is pollen grain is a first cell of male gametophyte. Male gametophyte. Very important one this is. Pollen grain is also represented as male gametophyte. Pollen grain is the first cell for the development of male gametophyte. For the development of male gametophyte, which is the initial cell, which is the first cell, that is pollen grain. This male gametophyte produce male gametes. Male gametes. That's why pollen grain is represented as male gametophyte. Pollen grain is a first cell of male gametophyte. This is it. Yes. Sir, how I identify the pollen grain? How I identify the pollen grain? Yes. For example, if you touch opened anther. If you touch the opened anther, you take for example hibiscus flower, you touch the anther, the opened anther is touched. ఏమవుతుంది సార్? We find yellowish powdery pollen grains. Powdery pollen grains on your finger. On your finger. Very easy, sir. You touch the opened anther, sir. For example, hibiscus. You touch the anther. Yes. Yemotundi, sir. Find yellowish powdery pollen grains. Yellowish powdery pollen grains on your finger. Yes. The finger మీద ఈ yellow కలర్ లో ఉన్న pollen grains కనిపిస్తాయి నీ ఫింగర్ కి అతుక్కొని కావాలంటే ట్రై చేయండి నాన్న. Yes. ఏమవుతుంది నెక్స్ట్? These pollen grains వాటిని తీసుకొని these pollen grains sprinkle on drop of water. Already the pollen grains are touch your finger. Yes, these pollen grains are sprinkle on a water drop. Sprinkle on a drop of water. ఒక డ్రాప్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ మీద ఈ ఈ pollen grains ని స్ప్రింకిల్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఏం చేయాలి తెలుసా? డ్రాప్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ టేకెన్ ఆన్ గ్లాస్ స్లైడ్. Taken on glass slide. For example, this is a glass slide. Yes, this is the water drop. This is a drop of water. Drop of water. Already you have the yellow color pollen grains here. Yellow color powdery. That is a pollen grain. That pollen grain is sprinkle on water. Sprinkle on water. Ila chadu dani mida. Yes. Sprinkle on water. That will be taken on which one, sir? This is a glass slide, sir. Glass slide taken on a glass slide and observe under microscope. Under microscope. You observe under microscope that pollen grain is appeared as like this structure. It's very easy process. What is that, sir? You touch the open anther, sir. Yes, yellowish powdery pollen grains touch on your finger. These pollen grains are sprinkled on a drop of water. This is taken on a glass slide. Then this glass slide is put under the microscope and you see with our eye that pollen grain is appear. The structure of pollen grain is appear as like this. So pollen grain is represented as the male gametophyte. Pollen grain is the first cell of male gametophyte. For the development of male gametophyte, it is starting with pollen grain. It will be discussed next class. Yes. How I identify the pollen grains, sir? Yes, like this. This is a process. This is a process. You touch the anther. That pollen grains are touched on your finger. As these pollen grains are sprinkled on water, take on a glass slide. Then the glass slide is put under the microscope. You see with our naked eye. Yes, here observe which ones are structure of pollen grain. Sir, what is the structure of pollen grain? What is the structure of pollen grain? Very simple. This is structure of pollen grain. Structure of pollen grain. You see the structure of pollen grain. Yes, this is a which one, sir? Spherical shape. Spherical in shape. The pollen grain is appear as spherical in shape. Spherical in shape. What is the diameter? That is 25 to 50 micrometer. Micrometer of diameter. Diameter. This is very important bit. What is the diameter of pollen grain? This is 25 to 50 micrometers. Not a meter, sir. This is micrometer. So it is a spherical in shape, sir. That is 25 to 50 micrometers of diameter. Next, you observe. This is a pollen grain. The pollen grain covered by two wall layers. Two wall layers. two wall layers. What are the two wall layers means? First one is outer layer. Outer layer. Second one is inner layer. Outer layer is called as exine. Inner layer is called as entine. Entine. The pollen grain is surrounded by the two wall layers. This is one layer, this is second layer. The outer layer is called as exine. Inner layer is called as entine. Inner layer is called as entine. This is entine. 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 So pollen grain is covered by two wall layers. The outer layer is called as exine. Inner layer is called as entine. Sir, what is exine and what is entine? Yes. First one is exine. First one is exine. First one is the exine or outer layer. Outer layer. Exine. So exine it is hard layer. It is hard layer of it is hard outer layer. It is hard outer layer. This is the hard, this is the outer layer. Outer layer is exine is made with the help of exine made with one of the substance very important. This is sporopollenin. Sporopollenin, very important. This is the pollen grain has two layers, sir. Outer layer is it is a hard outer layer. Hard outer layer. The outer layer or exine. This is made. This is consist or made with the help of one of the substance that is sporopollenin. Sporopollenin. Yes. Sir, what is the nature of this sporopollenin? Yes. Sporopollenin is most resistant, one of the most resistant organic material. Very important nana, దీని మీద చాలా సార్లు బిట్ అడుగుతున్నాడు. What is that? Exine, outer layer, hard outer layer is exine. It made up of sporopollenin. Sporopollenin is most resistant organic material. Most resistant organic material. ఎలాగో చూద్దాం. Yes. It can withstand అంటే tolerate తట్టుకోగలదు. It can withstand which ones are strong acids and alkali. So strong acids and alkali, not only this and also the temperature, very important point this is. What is that, sir? Sporopollenin is most resistant organic material. It's okay. This sporopollenin can withstand, it can tolerate, తట్టుకోగలదు దేని సార్? strong acids as well as alkyl, as well as temperature. It can withstand strong acids and alkali and temperature. Okay. Yes. And other one is no enzymes degrade sporopollenin ని ఏ ఎంజైమ్ కూడా డిగ్రేడ్ చేయలేదు. నో డిగ్రేడ్. విచ్ వన్ సార్? No enzyme degrade. Which one, sir? Sporopollenin. Sporopollenin is very strong. So no enzymes are degrade. That's why, Nana. That's why very important point. Pollen grain preserve as fossil. Pollen grain preserve as fossil. Preserve as a fossil. Endukani sir? Due to presence of sporopollenin. Yes, very important point, Nana. This is very important point. What is that, sir? Many times asking the bit. Pollen grain is preserved as a fossil. Why? Due to presence of sporopollenin substance. What is sporopollenin? It is the most organic material, sir. This can be withstand, this can be tolerate for strong acids, temperatures and alkyl. So no enzymes are degrade the pollen grain. Sporopollenin is not degraded by the enzymes. So finally, pollen grains preserved as a fossil. Why? Due to presence of sporopollenin. That is the importance of sporopollenin. Where this is present, sir? This is present in exine of pollen grain or outer layer of pollen grain. Yes. Not only this, sir. Other one you observed, sir. This is the exine, sir. Exine is not a continuous layer, sir. Here interruptions are there, sir. ఎందుకు ఇక్కడ interruptions వచ్చాయి, sir? Yes. Here these interruptions are known as students. These interruptions is known as germ pore. Sir, very easy one. This is the outer layer. Outer layer is not continuous, sir. Some of the interruptions are there, sir. These interruptions or holes are known as pores are known as germ pore. Why it is formed, sir? Yes. Exine is made up of which one, sir? Sporopollenin, sir. Where sporopollenin is absent on exine, here which is present? Germ pore. Exine లో sporopollenin ఉంటుంది. ఎక్కడైతే sporopollenin absent అవుతుందో, that's here what is present? Germ pore. So important point. Exine has apertures. Apertures means pores. Apertures means pores. Exine has apertures called germ pore. ఇవి germ pores. Exine మీద ఉంటాయి. ఎందుకు ఉంటాయి, సార్? Yes, exine has apertures or pores called germ pore due to absence of sporopollenin. Yes, ఎక్కడైతే sporopollenin absent అవుతుందో exine మీద, here pores are present. That pores are known as germ pore. Exine has aperture means pore. That pore is known as germ pore due to absence of sporopollenin. This is very important point. And final one of this exine. Sometimes on exine some designs are there. On exine some designs and aries present. Yes, on exine sometimes some designs and aries are there. You see, this is exine. On this exine sometimes designs are also there. Yes, that designs are present on exine. You see, that will be observed only under the microscope. That designs and fascinating arrows antam vaati. Designs and fascinating arrows, they are present aries present on exine. exile. This is what is that, sir? Exile. Two layers, sir. Outer layer, inner layer. Outer layer is called exile. It is a hard outer layer, sir. It is made up of sporopyridine. Sporopyridine is a resistant organic material. It is tolerate ఈ స్పోరోపొరిడిన్ అనేటువంటిది తట్టుకోగలదు దేనికి సార్ స్ట్రాంగ్ యాసిడ్స్ దెన్ టెంపరేచర్ అండ్ ఆల్కైలీ సో నో ఎంజైమ్స్ ఆర్ డిగ్రేడ్ టు sporopyridine. That's why pollen grains are preserved as a fossil due to presence of sporopyridine. On exile, which is there, sir, germopores are there. Where the sporopyridine absent on which one, sir? On exile. Here germopores are present. On exile, which is there, sir? Some designs and aries, fascinating aries are present on exile. I hope this is about which one, sir? Exile. Last 2 minutes here. That is, what is that? Entine. Entine. This is a entine, sir. This is a entine. Yes. Inner layer of pollen grain. Inner layer of pollen grain. Inner layer of pollen grain. Outer layer is exile. Inner layer is called as which one, sir? Entine. It is a continuous. It is a thin and continuous layer. Continuous layer. Thin and continuous layer. Exile is not a continuous layer, sir. This is a discontinuous, means having some interruptions. What are that interruptions? They on the surface of this exile, where the sporopyridine is absent, here apertures are present. That's why they are called germopores. So it is a thin and a continuous layer, sir. Continuous layer. Yes, entine is made up of cellulose and pectin. Cellulose and pectin. Very simple, sir. The entine means innermost layer of pollen grain is called entine. Entine is a thin layer. It is a thin and continuous layer, sir. It is a continuous layer. Yes. This entine is made with the help of which one, sir? Cellulose and pectin. Outer layer is made with the help of sporopyridine. Inner layer is made up of cellulose and pectin. This is outer layer, this is inner layer. Inside which is there, sir? Inside you observed, inside which is there, sir? This is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. And this is which one, sir? Nucleus. Nucleus. This cytoplasm is surrounded by plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. This is the entine. Entine తర్వాత ఉండేదే plasma membrane. ఈ plasma membrane అనేటువంటిది దేన్ని కవర్ చేస్తూ ఉంది సార్? సైటోప్లాజం. సో సైటోప్లాజం covered by plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. This is a cytoplasm, sir. This is a cytoplasm. This cytoplasm is surrounded by a plasma membrane. Plasma membrane. Inside plasma membrane is there. Pollen grain has dense. Dense means more. Cytoplasm and nucleus. లోపల ఏముంది సార్? Nucleus. Yes. This is exile entine. This is the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is covered which one, sir? Cytoplasm. Within a cytoplasm which is there? A nucleus is there, sir. Yes. The more cytoplasm is there and the nucleus is there and vacuole is also there. This is a vacuole. So cytoplasm covered by the plasma membrane. In a cytoplasm, pollen grain has dense cytoplasm, more cytoplasm with nucleus. A prominent nucleus is present. This is about exile and entine, and after the entine, this is plasma membrane. After plasma membrane, this is cytoplasm. Within a cytoplasm, nucleus is present. So this is today's our topic. We'll be coming to continuation of the pollen grain. We will discuss next class. Until bye, Nana. Take care. Thank you.